the local station. The 10 o'clock news starts now.
Tonight on the 10 o'clock news, more videos surfacing, new angles from fan perspectives of several altercations between people in the stands and JSO officers during this weekend's Georgia-Florida game. Tonight, we're hearing from a man who was at yesterday's Georgia-Florida game and captured a video of police hitting the man at the game.
Now, this is the video behind us, and it is one of those that he filmed. It shows you the moment police approach a fan at the game, and then they hit him. Police have not told us what led up to this moment just yet, but we will be covering several angles of these various videos tonight in studio and live. News4Jax reporter Khalil Maycock joins us outside of Everbank Stadium. Khalil, that man described yesterday as chaotic.
Janice, Lance mentioned that the events he saw yesterday, was something he'd never seen before. He was sitting over in that portion of the stadium when things went down, and he says although he was filming it, he made sure the people he came with were safe.
Granddad leaned over to pick him up.
Lance Harlan is rewatching a video he filmed Saturday at the Georgia-Florida game. One of his videos shows the moments leading up to a JSO officer hitting a man, while his other video shows more of the interaction. It's a different angle than this video on the right of your screen. News4Jax showed that video Saturday night. It has millions of views on social media.
What was it like to watch that?
Not great. That was, I felt bad for the older gentleman. I mean, I wanted to help him, but obviously I can't step in or I'd be on there too. It's, excessive, for sure.
In this video Harlan shared with me, it shows two of the men nearly an hour before they were being hit and taken to the ground. He says things started to turn when security asked the men behind him to leave, and they didn't. Security left and came back again. They asked Harlan and his grandfather questions and then left. Security came back a third time, and this time with police.
A little surprised at that, but yeah, I just feel bad for those guys, really.
Harlan says another thing he didn't like Saturday is when other fans started joining in like they are here.
I feel like it escalated it on some level, because, I mean, I get them trying to help, to get it over and done with, but I didn't see it necessary.
He also adds he hopes to get in contact with the men being hit by police to see how they're doing. And I did reach out to JSO to see if they would provide any more comment past what they released yesterday, and they haven't sent a reply yet. Reporting live, Khalil Maycock, Channel 4, the local station.
Thank you, Khalil. And here is that statement the JSO released last night. It reads, the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office's Professional Standards Division is aware of the videos circulating from the Georgia-Florida football game. Administrative reviews of the incident are being opened. As such, the agency will not comment until all the facts are known and the reviews have been completed.
And News4Jax reporter Alicia Hatcher, she spoke with a former JSO employee and our crime and safety analyst, Tom Hackney, who went over the videos with her frame by frame to discuss what may have been going on through the officer's mind. So, Alicia, what did you learn?
Janice Scott, he says, by watching what happened, it's difficult to see because it was just a part of it, and it all depends on the level of resistance any of the fans had towards the officers. He says every punch the officers threw will be questioned. A video is circulating online showing 3 Jacksonville sheriff's officers in an altercation with fans during the Georgia-Florida game Saturday. In the video, you see a fan on the ground as an officer hits them repeatedly. As a witness yells, "Why are you punching him?" the camera turns to show another officer punching another fan. You can see the man grabbing the officer's waist while being hit. I watched the video with our crime and safety analyst, Tom Hackney, to get his take.
And it's really hard. I'm not seeing anything that's resistance right here other than what the officers are deploying force with. I do see, if we go back and we watch this gentleman as he's there, his hand looks like it's wrapped around his waist at some point in time, and he's got a baton that's right here. So it's hard to know whether he's going to try to remove that baton.
Hackney feels the officers followed protocol.
From what I've seen here, the African-American officer there using some of those closed fists, that's within training. The other officer who's on the ground, I don't see what started, and I can't really tell what level of resistance that is. It's going to be a little harder to justify. The subject looks like he's covering his face. but that officer's going to have to explain what those strikes are.
He says a way to avoid incidents like this is to listen to officers' commands.
What does a person have to do for the officer to consider it as resisting, and then they start leading to these measures?
Well, so if we think back to the taser video, and you saw the guy sitting there, and the officer says, okay, you got to leave. And he's like, no, I'm not going to leave. That's a resistance. That's an active resistance. All right, if you're not going to leave, I'm going to arrest you for trespassing. No, you're not. You can't do that. You're not going to do that. That is a resistance.
He says then you have active resistance.
Where you're pulling away from the officer, you're snatching them away, you're pushing their hands, anything like that, and it just kind of moves up from there.
Where charges could move to battery on a law enforcement officer or resisting arrest with violence.
It is unclear what led to the altercation, but we are working to learn more. Coming up at 11, I take a look at this video behind me where Hackney breaks down this separate incident. For now, reporting live, Alicia Hatcher, Channel 4, the local station.
Thank you, Alicia. And other figures around the Jacksonville community are speaking out about the incident at Everbank Stadium. Prominent defense attorney John Phillips is commenting on the potentially concerning nature of the video and the actions of the officers involved.
These guys were not seeking to fight in any of the videos that I saw before the fight was brought to them. It was basically passive, maybe a little bit of active physical resistance, which would only warrant taser, hands-on, calling backup, because again, they can't leave. They're stuck. They're at a football game. They want to have fun. The one guy's like, I'm not going to jail. I just want to watch this dang game. And, okay, but you don't get to tell me how I'm going to police. But the way about that is proper training, which would let you call more people in and address the situation, surround the guy and say, all right, now do we have enough for you to go with us?
Mayor Donna Deegan provided a statement on the matter through social media saying, I'm aware of several disturbing videos circulating from yesterday's game. I've spoken to Sheriff Waters and the incidents are under investigation. We are awaiting the outcome of that investigation. In weather news.